And welcome back to My Sandersville Railroad, everyone. This is an update on this HO scale switching shelf layout that I put together. It's coming up on its 1 year anniversary. Started it about late November of 2024. This layout is based on the Sandersville Railroad in Sandersville, Georgia. So what we've got here is modern times. It's a little bit of an alternate history that I've put together here on why the Union Pacific operates. However, world events is more interesting than my backstory, so we'll just leave it at that the Union Pacific did acquire and merge with Norfolk Southern, so that'll be my storyline. Wanted to give a quick tour of the layout. Not much has changed in regards to the big part of the layout. However, I did build an extension and created a transfer yard. Over on this area, really the only thing that changed is I moved the Burgess Pigment Company. It used to be over there where that red building is. Now that red building is called BCS. And so that'll be a little chemical company. And I put Burgess Pigment here, really to give myself more switching opportunities, more freight loads to pull. It did basically kill what I was calling my Sandersville yard. But that third track right there, the one that's right there in the middle of your screen, that one is a long lead that still has opportunities to explore. I haven't decided what that's going to be yet, but I will soon enough. All right, coming around here, we got the B&H transfer there in the background. Nothing really done there. Like we said, BCS, we moved that over into that corner. And over here, here's kind of the big thing that I've been working on this past month is weathering my rolling stock. Spent a lot of time working on the larger hoppers, also the shorter hoppers. Next thing on my docket is going to be the box cars, I believe, and then I'll come back to my tankers. Coming through the layout, running through here, you've got your power generation, then you've got Southern Chip. Kind of changed this last time, so nothing really new there. I will thank everybody for all of the thumbs up and comments about adding that switch right there. I'll be doing that over this next month. And then we continue to move forward. Nothing's done on FFC. Everything else is pretty much the way it was the last time we talked. One thing I did accomplish that I forgot to mention is got the fascia all painted up a lighter color, or excuse me, a darker color in this case. It was white. And as I was doing videos, it became obvious that white took away from the photos and from the film, so I went with this gray color. And then, for those of you that have seen my other videos and shorts, added this extension, adds another 12 inches to a 6-foot run of the layout. That, in effect, right here in front of Southern Chip, has doubled the width of the layout right here. And the intent was originally to just do a siding and then add not a siding, a passing track, and add an industry. But then when I added the passing, I'm like, okay, well, let's add another. As you well know, when you start laying rail, you start adding. So now what I have is, instead of a passing track, I have a small transfer yard here. It's got 2 full tracks for cars, and then I kind of made this little thing here. I really wanted to put an engine facility in, so I did put this concrete down, which is really just spackle, and painted it gray. Some more work to do on that, but that's where we're at this point in regards to the layout update. I hope you enjoyed it. Some of the things that we're going to be working on this next month is we'll be adding that switch right there. That's going to be a pretty big job, tearing up that quote-unquote concrete, putting that switch in, and then running a lead. I did order some more of these pulpwood flat cars. That'll be the ultimate reason and goal for that little addition. And I want to finish scenicking and putting some buildings on here. The intent is to have like a little yard office right over here, and then some kind of an industrial building, maybe a MOW type facility in this space right here. So still kind of scratching my head on that, how it's going to be. But that's the layout as a whole. I appreciate everybody watching, and thank you. Thanks to all my subscribers. Thanks to everybody who watches these videos. I appreciate it. Hopefully this content is of value to you. And then if you would, throw a like on this video. And if you want me to do an unboxing of that particular engine, I just received it yesterday. It's the Athearn GP15-1. It is really cool with all of those lights. So with that, I'm going to end this, let you get back to your day. Thank you again for taking the time. I appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day.